How would you define U.S. policy now and in the future? Question of being the only superpower. How do you define this policy?
Well, I think if you are an animal observer, you would always say is a wild animal has no enemies any longer. It behaves like the United States are behaving at the moment. Unfortunately, they don't care about law. They don't care about national law, about international law. They look for the resources. They try to bring their companies into the business against each other, and they don't care about victims. It's horrible. It's what's going on at the moment.
You just told that Bush has a big budget for media manipulation. Could you explain?
Well, not only Bush, it's Rumsfeld, the Minister of Defense. He has got a raise from 400 million to 655 million, and the task is to bring population behind the policy of the United States, and you do this by terror acts. Rumsfeld is allowed to make false terror acts in order to get a pretext to intervene, and you can buy a lot of journalists and a lot of professors telling the same song, bringing the public behind the policy of the very unilateral and very egoistic policy of the Bush administration.
You mean there is bribery towards journalists?
Well, it might be bribery, but you can also give journalists of the Western world very interesting stories, which you get via your intelligence apparatus, and they are very famous for their investigative journalism. And but on the other hand, they get their stuff out of this military-industrial complex, and can play a big role within the national media. And I think this process is going on, and you don't have to bribe people. You have just to handle out this kind of stories which bring them at the top of the agenda of all the media. Besides this, you can buy nearly everybody.
You also spoke about intellectuals, publishers. You mean maybe in some reluctant countries as Germany and France, you mean this budget can buy people as a Voice of America?
You don't have proof about this. The strange thing is that all the facts or the official versions, for example, of 9/11, where a lot of questions are left over. The probability is going the other way around. There's a millionaire. He gives $100,000 per a guy who is proving that the official version is true. So this kind of thing, and you don't have any cover about this in the national media. And what the reason is, nobody knows. It might be bribery, it might be, the handling of news and so on and so on. I'm a little bit tired at the moment.
Do you think we have to protect ourselves against disinformation and build something?
Well, sure. You have to know that video, tapes, phone tapes, emails, all these things, all material which is fakeable, has to be looked at very critically, and we have to insist that have to be produced hard facts in order to find out what really happened. Normally, the hard facts are taken away, and the soft facts, which are fakeable, like the voice recording via satellites, you can fake them. You can fake videos within minutes. The art of technique at the moment is that you can hear or you can record a person speaking and looking at his face and covering its face, and after 10 minutes you can fake everything. You can take the opposite message into the mouth of a public speaking personality. So all these Al-Qaeda rumors and email confessing that
it's made in Hollywood.
Probably near Hollywood.
Thank you.
The same artisans which are doing this, they can do that also for the intelligence corpus of the United States.
So you mean Wag the Dog is the reality? You know that movie?
Yeah, sure. It's a wonderful movie. I saw it when it came out, and it corresponds which I'm observing.
My last question, you also accuse that the US, to divide some countries and to provoke divisions and civil war, might kill or demonize some leaders who are favorable to peace and...
That's the way hegemons are doing it all since thousands of years. Minorities are always a ground to play with for the German Wehrmacht, for example. They knew exactly where in Russia were the different minorities to play on against the communist center in Moscow, and so on and so on. The Americans took over this knowledge, and they do the same thing. We knew this in Turkey. They did it with the Kurds. And so, they bring minorities and majorities against each other, killing or let kill. Normally you do that not by officers, you do this by criminals, which you can influence by the drug process.
Thank you very much.